all I can say right now. So we're not on a trail. We're actually currently right next to my campsite here. So welcome back to a new episode of Maksim Outdoors. We are currently here at Leelanau State Park here, kind of on the pinky, I guess you can call it, in Michigan. So if you missed last week's episode, we were up in Wilderness State Park. Made the little bit over 3-hour drive down south to Leelanau State Park, as you can see. And just look at this place, absolutely gorgeous. You can see some islands off in the distance, some constant waves rolling in. We're on this back dirt road, but I want to show you the campsite a little bit. But literally just 20 feet away from my campsite, you got this awesome secluded beach all to yourself. So there's the old truck. Kind of small, tight campsites, as you can see, but hey, I'm not complaining. So I don't even think I'm gonna set up the canopy tonight. I think I'm just gonna throw the tent up and that's gonna be it. So yeah, nice small little campsite, fire ring, picnic table, really all you need. So what are we gonna be doing this week on Maksim Outdoors? Well, it's getting late right now. It's currently around 6 p.m. So I figured I would take you up to the main attraction of the state park, the Grand Traverse Lighthouse, I believe it's called. So we're gonna head up there for sunset, and it's literally just right around the corner here. So we're gonna head up there. We're gonna talk a little bit about that. Come back here, get a good night's sleep with some Lake Michigan sound effects in the background, and then we'll get up bright and early and do a couple hiking trails. So there's not too much in terms of hiking here. There's about 8 miles, so a little bit more than some of the other parks that we visited. But yeah, we're gonna do a short one tomorrow and head on down to the last state park on the big Michigan State Park tour, I guess you could call it. So yeah, some nice views here, looking out over into Lake Michigan. Just look at those blues. Hopefully they look as good as they do in person here. But all right, we're gonna wait it out a little bit and head up to the lighthouse in just a second here. So come along with me. Oh, just made back to camp. Went for a little beer slash firewood run here, and everything's all set up. Chose not to put up the canopy tonight just because of the limited area we have. But yeah, truck definitely needs a good cleaning. You can see my dirty clothes bag there in the corner, pretty bad. But yeah, hard to believe. A couple hours ago I was even debating on camping here. I was like literally 50-50 on either coming here or staying in a hotel. I'm just glad I ended up coming here. I reserved the site all the way back in April, so it would have been kind of dumb of me to not come here. But yeah, the sun is starting to set, as you can see, over Lake Michigan here. We're gonna slowly make our way up to the lighthouse. We'll be talking a little bit about that. But another thing I want to bring up about this area, or this campground I should say, is it's all rustic. So no electric, relatively small sites. I don't know how big of a camper you can fit in here. I mean, my site can barely fit my little tent. But yeah, no electric, vault toilets. So if you're looking for something, you know, a little bit fancier, this campground probably isn't for you, but it's definitely for me. This might be the nicest one that we had yet. You can see there's that Traverse City on the distance, some ducks scurrying away. But I just love like the constant waves here. Must be relatively shallow out here. Let's take a peek through these weeds here. Been seeing a lot of snakes on this trip, so keep an eye out. But yeah, check this out. Might have to come out later and look for some more stones out here. Yeah, absolutely just gorgeous. All right, gonna probably grab my book bag and we'll start walking up to the point there. I think the sun's gonna set directly in front of us, so we should get a good show tonight. Another thing is this has by far been the nicest day for my entire Michigan road trip. Every day has just been very overcast, had rain every single day, very hot, hit 90 a couple days, but today it's like 70 degrees with a nice breeze, blue skies, no rain. So we're gonna end the trip here on a high note. We got 2 more state parks, or actually we got only 1 more state park after this, so stay tuned for that. We're heading to Ludington tomorrow, so we're gonna do a little hiking here tomorrow, like I said, and then head on down to Ludington and see as much of that as we can. I guess Ludington is supposedly one of the best state parks here in Michigan, so pretty excited to check it out. It's kind of mind-blowing to think that there's nicer parks than the ones we've seen already. But okay, well, I rambled enough, and like I said, we're gonna get the gear on and we'll go check out the lighthouse again. Alrighty folks, well the sun is starting to set. Got the backpack on, and we have moseyed on over to this little jet of land here as we continue on to the lighthouse off in the distance there. So I figured I would just share some useless knowledge with you folks out there. This park was established back in 1964. It's around 1,300 acres, so decent sized park. And when you think of Michigan, a lot of folks think of like the mitten, I guess you could say. So the thumb would be over on the eastern side. We're actually on the pinky, if you want to think of it like a mitten. So it's a kind of jut of land that heads out. I believe it's called Leelanau Point, and we're also in Leelanau County. So the lighthouse that we're going to see was built all the way back in the 1800s. It was decommissioned back in 1972, and what replaced it is actually that metal tower we see off in the distance. So you know, these great grand lighthouses that you see all over the country, you know, that awesome engineering and architecture was replaced seemingly by, you know, a little metal scaffold basically. So yeah, we'll get over there and I'll show you a little bit more of that, because I'm sure that's what you're watching this video for, to see a metal scaffold with a blowhorn on it. But all right, let's keep going. Well, we have made it pretty much to the tip of the pinky here in Michigan. So we are at the tippy top at Mackinac City a couple days ago. We did the thumb last year by Tawas, and now we have claimed the pinky here. And the sun is getting lower. Check these rocks out getting hit by waves. Pretty awesome. And then right behind me is the new lighthouse, I guess you could say. So that's what they use nowadays to guide ships on through Leelanau Point here through Lake Michigan. Yeah, just absolutely gorgeous day here. So we're gonna go check out the lighthouse here in just a couple minutes. Doesn't look like we're gonna have the best sunset today. There's not a lot of cloud cover, so we'll see what happens. There's a little cloud cover on the horizon, so we might get something. But yeah, here we are at the end of the pinky. All right, and here we are. Made it to the Grand Traverse Lighthouse, and I don't have to memorize everything for you for once. They have everything listed right here. So In 1858 this was built, and eventually it was closed in 1972, like I said before, due to the little scaffold down the road. If you want to read any more of that, go for it. But yeah, we're gonna do a little walk around here. I'll show you some of the different views walking around the old lighthouse from 1858 here. They do tours here. There's a gift shop, but unfortunately they only do them on Friday and Saturday, I believe. So pretty cool though. Pre-Civil War. And it's been a while since we did a lighthouse on this channel. I think the last one was actually the Tawas Lighthouse down in Tawas State Point, or State Park, sorry. Yeah, there you have it. Some nice views of the Traverse Point Lighthouse. So after walking around the lighthouse a few times, I have to say this is probably my favorite angle of it. And we already kind of mentioned Tawas Point that I have a video on if you want to go back and watch that one. I think that was the last lighthouse that we did a video on. But I did kind of rekindle a little factoid, if I remember right. So back in the day, back in the 1800s, long before electricity was invented, they would have to haul kerosene, I believe, all the way to the top of these lighthouses. Well, obviously kerosene is highly flammable, so what they would do they would store it in these outbuildings, and every day, every night, they would have a crew that would carry that kerosene all the way to the top of these lighthouses so that ships wouldn't crash. So 90% sure that is the right information. Correct me if I'm wrong, but unfortunately there's not too many informational signs around here. But if I remember right from Tawas, that's what these out structures were for. And then you can see this fog signal building in the background. Not really sure what that's for, but I'm guessing whenever it got foggy out, they would blow the horn, telling the boats to stay away from the pinky finger here, as I'm calling it. So, all right, let's go check out the sunset here. What do you say? Well, as you can see, the sun has set on yet another day here on my Michigan road trip, and we got one more state park left on the trip. I think we're just going to make this into its own video at this point, but yeah, what a day. Started wilderness, hiked about I don't know, I'm up to like 15 or 16 miles already today, so quite a day indeed. We're going to get up early and do another trail here, but yeah, I think this is just going to be a standalone video at this point. It's a pretty awesome little adventure. So yeah, signing off from Leelanau State Park, or Leelanau State Park, sorry. We'll see you bright and early as we head on down and tackle some of the trails here. So that'll be next week. If you aren't already, hit that subscribe button, give me a like, leave a comment, tell me your favorite Michigan State Park, maybe one that I missed out on. And if you want, check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook for some behind the scenes footage. All right, folks, see you back here at Leelanau tomorrow. Well, next week for you. All right, sign out.